Yeah, no it ain't, they ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is James White, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down, Stanley. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Throwing on first down. Stanley. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Miles Jack. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. Stanley looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
All right, now,
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Now a carry for White. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gone!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
To throw again, Stanley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Back to throw. Stanley. And able to find Dorsett. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking to throw. Stanley. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Patriots into the red zone for the 1st time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, got three.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a dump off to White. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Back to throw. Stanley. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Stanley being chased out left. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, Stanley. This one left side caught by Berrios. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Off play action, Stanley. This is caught, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Braxton Berrios, 33 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Chargers. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Looking to throw. Knight dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Knight. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Knight, he dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Knight is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Knight. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Looking to throw. Knight. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Knight. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Knight. His pass caught with the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Looking to throw. Stanley letting one go deep for his running back. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knight. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Knight trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Stanley. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Stanley. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derwin James with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Knight. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They come out here in the eye. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Back now in Foxborough. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Knight. Broken tackle. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead. Settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Off the play fake. Stanley. And able to connect with Barrios. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Stanley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again. Stanley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now White. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Stanley. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run for it. This is White. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll run. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Got Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Knight. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air on second down. Knight. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
3-19.
Operating from the gun. Knight. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So the Patriots coming out now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stanley. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 28 yards. And the Patriots can take the lead with the extra point. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. On first down, Stanley. Throw out right, take it in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down, Stanley. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Stanley. Goes underneath here to White. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, Stanley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
To throw on second down, Stanley. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun! Now let's go!
Looking to throw. Stanley. Complete to Dorsett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This to advance to the divisional round. And the 13-year man puts it through. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line. And he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round. If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play. And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that? Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round. Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.